This is a QR code. You probably recognize it as such. They're basically two-dimensional barcodes. They come in different sizes, and until recently, I didn't know that much about them. All I knew is that you point your phone's camera at them and stuff happens. And I hadn't even done that very many times. Nevertheless, one day I started thinking about possible creative uses for them. I'm sure other people have used them in all sorts of amazing creative ways, but I've stopped looking to see if things have already been done for fear that it might discourage me from experimenting and playing. Anyway, my first thought was just making a video with random pixel data in QR code form every frame. Users could pause the video and point their phone camera at it and see what they got. Well, I didn't take the time to understand the formatting of QR codes, so just filling it with random noise didn't yield any results. It's probably statistically similar to finding something meaningful in a Babel image archive search. By the way, that's a fun rabbit hole to fall into if you're interested. And of course, I could probably take the time to learn how the exact encoding worked for QR codes and then make sure that something always came up, but the idea just didn't excite me enough to pursue it. My next thought was animation. Hey, that's something I do a lot of. I could have a series of QR codes that cause the phone to display a little single-line ASCII art animation. Unfortunately, the way that text pops up on a phone, or at least on my phone, doesn't allow for animation. It's really slow, and the text bubble flies in and out every time a code is detected. Both of these facts completely ruin any chance of simulating motion. Maybe just make a story then. The QR codes could reveal the next sentence in an ongoing narrative. That just sounds like a way to ruin the experience of reading. A board game? A video game? I really stress the word video here because I'm not enough of a programmer to make a worthwhile video game in the amount of time I'm willing to dedicate to such a project. So no, I just make a video that could be played like a game. Make a video with QRs substituting what would commonly be code. QR for the common code. Sorry, I just had to work that pun in somehow. But on with the show. Interestingly, my idea falls into the category of no-code video games. Is that a real category? I don't know. It should be. Either way, I've contributed to it a few times over the years, apparently. That's a topic for another video, maybe. The first thing that popped into my head was this. I quickly whipped up a simple animation. I looked at it, I played it, and then I just started laughing. It's so simple and so stupid. To play, you just have to keep your phone tracking the moving good QR code randomly drifting about in a sea of bad QR codes. If the phone locks onto one of the bad ones for long enough, you lose. Like I said, it's stupid. But I reasoned that if it made me laugh, maybe others would get some kind of kick out of it. So I ran with it instead of questioning my idea and going back to the drawing board. Here, the phone is basically the controller for the game. It can be moved up, down, left, and right, but that's it. Is that it? No, of course not. The phone can also be moved towards and away from the screen. It can be rotated. It can even be used to correct perspective changes back to normal. I could implement these required movements one at a time as the game went on, creating a sense of progression. I also looked at the bad QR codes again and decided to give them a little bit more creativity in their movements. I'm sure there are plenty of things that I didn't think of, but every project needs its limits, and there's only so much time I'm willing to sink into something this dumb. So shortly, since it's just a video, I can have the game play in this video, and you can play it. Is it a great game? No comment. But it is a game, and it was developed with an interesting set of limitations, and if nothing else, it's probably a unique experience and presentation. Admittedly, the game hasn't been play tested with another phone, or even very many times with mine, so I guess you can play test it. Feedback is appreciated, but in all honesty, I'm not going to make any changes. I have too many other projects that need attention, other projects that are more important to me than a bunch of QR codes moving around. And that's it. Thank you for playing, or at least watching parts of this video. See me next time.